live at 5. It's offer review, and we've got some topics to talk about here tonight, and we've also got the one core offer inside the store, but this is kind of annoying, the situation that's happening right now with character farmability. And I want to read this post, and I want to go back and read what they actually said 3 months ago and kind of, just kind of hold them accountable for what they actually told us they were going to do. It says, I want to pose a question to the developers. We're releasing 4 to 5 new characters every patch. We're only getting 1 new character per month, 2 characters very, very rarely. Difficult to fix this. No character should go more than a patch before becoming farmable. And then they go on and on. And I believe the issue is worse than that. And I don't feel like it's an omission or they forgot or anything like that. I think that they actually kind of said what they're trying to do right here. And before I read what they said is, I think this has to do with the Scourge events. And I was super surprised that we got the second Morgan Le Fay Scourge, and Morbius and Voodoo are not farmable. It seems to me like that's the plan, is characters required on nodes 5 and 10 are not going to be farmable necessarily until the second running of the Scourges. It's like they're making things out further, because when those second round of the Scourges come, they still want to sell those offers, so on and so on, because they did that absolutely. The second Morgan Le Fay event came, there were tons of offers for not only Morbius and Voodoo, but the other web warriors. And they kind of allude to that right here. Character availability cadence. With the shift in 2022 away from releasing new characters through traditional legendary events to the new Scourge events, there arose a necessity to reevaluate and have discussions on when and where for shards for newer characters become more widely accessible. My interpretation of that is that they want to push out the availability of characters and space them out further. So that when the second Scourge rolls around, they can sell more offers. Maybe, I don't know. That still doesn't answer why Sersi and Ikaris are not farmable. We're going to get to that. In short, these discussion persisted, meaning there was people that were saying one thing and other people saying another thing, longer than originally intended, and caused the newer character shard availability to falter. Okay, I believe it's intentional. I don't know. I believe that they're doing this on purpose. The dev team is now looking to catch up and currently making a schedule to increase availability on the following characters in the coming weeks and months. Lady Deathstrike, sure. Shang-Chi, sure. Ikaris, Sersi, where are you? 3 months ago, you guys were talking about this. Where are you? Magic, Ghost Spider, Spider-Punk, we can have a debate about that, whether he's farmable or not. And then Star-Lord. But yeah, where is Sersi and Ikaris? I know that they kept it vague, and they said that it's going to come following characters in the coming weeks and months. I mean, that could mean a year, I suppose, but I feel like some of these characters are overdone. And my suspicion is that this is intentional, and we're in this. They're trying to make the gap between when a character first is up for offers and when they're available for through free to play, farm nodes, hard node, whatever, farmable, right? They're trying to widen that drastically. And we're in that period right now where we're like, come on, you guys are releasing 4 or 5 characters a patch. How many characters are you going to make available in that same time period? 2, 3? It's a deficit if it's not 4 or 5, right? So I don't like it. To me, some people say maybe it's an accident. I don't know. I feel like it's intentional because, and primarily, just in the example of my Scourge, is that they want to sell us those Scourge characters not just through the first round of the Scourge, but also the second round of the Scourge. All right, well, let's move on. Hopefully we get Sersi and Ikaris farmable sooner or later. I suspect they're going to just put them in premium, more boosted drop rates or something like that. That'd be terrible. Hear me out. War lost wins should reward teal raid orbs, or even just an abundance of orange. Right now, Alliance War is relatively uneventful, and the rewards are lackluster. If they don't want to do teal, Scopely, can you please do an abundance of orange catalyst to get people motivated about war? There's really no it rewards incentive right now, and it's just not. It's mostly just for ego. Oh, we did better than you guys. It's just I don't really see a lot of incentive, from rewards to play war at this time. When apocalypse arrives, this is a good question. And the question, I believe I asked this question directly to developers, or it was asked in a developer chat, and the answer that's posted below is very similar to the answer that they gave us. I don't know if anyone has talked about this, but what happens when horseman teams, once Apocalypse comes out into the game, will have a full Apocalypse team. Are horseman teams now worthless? No. Basically, the teams are still going to be good in their respective game modes as complete teams. In Arena, no, not so much. Probably Arena is going to be the Apocalypse team. We're already seeing that right now. Darkhold is being dismantled and putting to fractured. People are putting Rogue, and I imagine it's just going to build and build and build as the Horsemen come out. We're going to have some sort of Chex Mex potpourri, and I believe the first comment says that too. Depends on the game mode for Arena, yes, but for War, Crucible, and Raid, last Horseman team for Raid, you'll need more than one team. The vanilla Darkhold is not in the Arena meta already, so the first Horseman team is already out. So, it's going to change things up for sure. We're going to have to see how it plays out, but I don't know if we know exactly, but we're going to find out. I'm looking forward to it. Can we fight our own CC defense like in War? Well, we can play against our alliance mates inside of War, but it would be nice if we could play against our own selves, have a practice mode, because I want to see the difference between, there's two teams that get significant boosts, in Cosmic Crucible, and I want to see how those teams play different with their boosts, specifically Unlimited X-Men and Wakandans, and it'd be nice if we could play with those boosts enabled to practice them for sure. Requesting permanent separate 10x DPC orb again. This is an excellent suggestion by Rashlin. Here's the reason why this is an amazing. We have one orb and it changes, and there's problems because they change them at the wrong times. We have the problem with the Viv, having boosted drop rates, and then she didn't, so on and so on. Why not have two separate orbs? Just always have a permanent 10x, and then have a new one that pops up when it's boosted, and you can clearly see the difference between the two. You know what you're opening, and this will solve a lot of problems for sure if they just did it this way. All right, hear me out. Hear me out. Team tabs with your ISO set, and I'm going to read this. Say you're wrecking nerds in CC or War using Darkhold with Morgan Le Fay set to striker. Then you go back to facing the same boring Arena team, finish top 10, but you can't stick the debuffs anymore because you forgot to turn her back on to Skirmisher. I got one up better. Let's say you're loading into War or Arena, and you just go boop, and you just push it, and it toggles between the two that you have. Like for Omega Red, pretty much in War, I typically like him have Skirmisher, but everywhere else, Striker. Those are the two that I have upgraded. If I could just push right here and toggle between the two, same thing. Let's say you have Darkhold lined up and Morgan Le Fay, and like his example, you want to switch between Skirmisher and Striker. Just tap right here. Right now, it's like a 19-step process to go out and switch between the two, and it just takes so much work to toggle them. Not a fan. All right. Also, be sure to go down to the bottom of your web store to collect your free offer, which is down at the bottom. And then also there is a new milestone that started today called Artificial Emulation. Looks like you have to spend 400 energy, and 400 energy, you will get the following rewards. So this is going to be in the milestone tab on the web store. Let's get to offer review. And the first thing we've got is basically an offer right here to compliment anybody that got Ebony Maw. This will be finish off the rest of the team. We've got Black Order and Thanos, 180 times 4 for $50. Okay, kind of an old meta team. I still use them quite a bit today. Vision of Tomorrow Mega Starters. So this is not this is the event campaign orb. So the Vision event. The Viv Vision event, or the Viv event, just started right now. So this is the ones that have Viv on the sides, and then a 14% chance of her in the middle. I'm not a fan of these orbs. There's not really a lot of non-farmable rare characters in these orbs. Most of the characters inside this orb have been out for a long time. There's some good characters in there for sure, but relatively few high-demand non-farmable characters inside this orb. And so I don't really see the value in purchasing these. I believe you're better off just playing the event campaign, using the power cores. I do the 50s, and that is fine for me. This is the proper Viv orb that has 9.3. I think these here average a little more than 5 on average, where these ones right here average over 9, and I value these at $3 a piece. Let's move on. Same thing right here, extraordinary energy bundle. Boy, I had to spend 3,000 energy today to finish off the Victory Blueprint event, and it was very challenging. I can only imagine what it's like to spend 12,000. If you're going to be purchasing this, I suggest doing it around your account reset, which happens for me around 1 o'clock in the morning. Super expensive. Gear tier 17. These are random, and they're priced at $2.50 each. My goodness. Same thing. This is just super Kraken snacks. Very, very expensive. We got trash. I do like these offers right here. We got 2 offers right here for training materials. If you're looking for training materials, I feel like these are both relatively reasonable offers if you have an extreme abundance of gold. But who has an abundance of gold right now? It seems like we always can use more gold and more training materials for sure as we push towards level 90. They seem to be doing a little bit better, but not really. Let's keep going down. We've got Strike Founder offer right here. 50 Kestrel for $5 is amazing. Feels like that they're going to be moving her out of the premium orb boosted drop rate into some other farmable location. I hope that, or I hope not, that I hope that they do not simply replace Sersi and Ikaris with Kestrel and Deathpool. It feels like that's something that they're going to do. I suspect that's what's going to happen. All right, so this is for the blue ISO 4. We can see the perimeter right here. And we've got one purchase here for $50. That'll get you about a third of the way of a complete character from going from blue ISO 3 to blue ISO 4. Takes $715,000. They have priced 750,000 of this before for $100. So this is not an exceptional deal. All right. Gigantic teal gear bundle. This is actually, I have purchased this before when I was pushing to finish Dark Dimension 5. So if you're in the market to get a bunch of teal gear, or then they also Armory 14s and 15s there as well. It's okay deal. Not great, but it's okay. Trash, more trash. Let's just keep scrolling down. I believe everything is in trash mode. Nothing up here is of any interest to me whatsoever. And basically all of this stuff is garbage. Boy, this is super expensive right here. This is $3 a piece for the 17s. I believe this is the Mystic gear, which people are probably going to want to upgrade first to get their Darkhold up to gear tier 17. So maybe they can finish the third saga. All right, this is for blue ions. So this is not the blue ISO 4 one. It does not have the perimeter here. So not that exciting. All right, let's just keep moving down. Again, same thing, not too exciting. And what we're doing is we're just scrolling past all of these bad offers, and we're going to go to the one core offer. And then we've got about 3 offers to look at on the free-to-play account. So here we go. Be sure to get your one core offer. All right, let's go to the free-to-play account. We've got, like I said, three or four offers here unique to this account right here. We've got a Silver Samurai 50 character shards for $15 plus a mega orb, depending on who you talk to. Some people value these at $5. Some people value them at $1. I think this is an okay deal. I don't think it's super fantastic. And then we've also got another offer down here. That's great. I like the Kestrel offer for $5. Probably the best deal for today's offer review other than the one core offer. The other offer that we have here is another character offer. Scrolling down, Monster Hunter offer for 50 Elsa Bloodstone shards, 50 character shards for $10. I feel like this should be $5, but if you need it, that's fine. And then we've got Ghost Rider, same price right there. Again, I feel like they're stretching this out. You know, we're well past the second Scourge event for them. So I don't know what they're trying to do there. And then lastly, we've got a Mercenary Team Bundle. This one's okay. I like the one that has Taskmaster in it better. And the idea of this right here is that there is a monthly event, payday event, which requires 5 mercenaries at 7 stars. And then if you max out that event, you can get up to 5.4 million gold, and it reoccurs about every 4 weeks. Kind of a weird team. Like, most of these guys are on the bench. I do get some use out of Merc Riot Guard or Merc Lieutenant inside of Defense on War with Taskmaster, but largely, like, these two here in particular are strictly on the bench. Sometimes we use Korath, so it's a blitz team at best. All right, that'll do it for today's offer review. Let me know what you think in the comments section. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming. Knowledge of private